You're watching the Big 12 on ESPN this afternoon from blustery Waco, Texas. It's Big 12 softball as the 17th ranked Oklahoma State Cowgirls take on the Baylor Bears. And everybody, welcome into Getterman Stadium in Waco. John Morris alongside former Baylor standout Kelly Harrell. Game 2 of this series. How about game 1 last night? Heartbreaking loss for the Bears, but a huge comeback in the 7th inning for the Cowgirls.
Yeah, it was a lot of bats in the top of the 7th inning that did it for Oklahoma State, just crushing Baylor's dreams yesterday.
Here's the way the game played out. Game 1 last night. Brooklyn Carter in the 1st inning. Ends up being a single. Looked like she was tagged, but on the hair, so she's safe. And then the RBI sac fly by Amber Tovin.
It was the 5th inning. Baylor just added to their score. Samaya Jones with a single here with 2 outs, keeping the inning alive. But it is Amber Tovin again, now with her 2nd RBI of the game, scoring that go-ahead run.
So the Bears a 2-0 lead going to the 7th inning. Peyton Tanner pitching outstanding. And Oklahoma State's bats come alive. Aubrey Jones the single, Claire Tim the walk. Here is Carly Godwin hit by the pitch. And then all of a sudden the big blow off the bat of Amanda Hassler.
Yeah, Amanda Hassler here with the run-scoring triple. Gusman doing a great job trying to keep it in the park, but ultimately just plating 2 more, taking the lead 4-2, and that holds till the end.
4 runs in the 7th inning for Oklahoma State, coming from 2-0 down. They win it over Baylor 4-2, just 5 hits by each of the teams last night. Ruby Malin was terrific in the circle for Oklahoma State, but likewise Peyton Tanner was terrific for the Bears, pitching 4 2/3 innings of no-hit baseball softball last night. So game 2 in the series straight ahead. Baylor and Oklahoma State. Starting lineups and first pitch when we come back. Game 2 of this Big 12 series, Baylor and Oklahoma State. Kelly, it is Lexi Warnicki to start in the circle for the Bears here in this really crucial game 2.
Yeah, Warnicki really inching her way up this year as to a number 3 pitcher, getting the start today. Solid number 2. Let's hopefully she can perform the way Peyton Tanner did and Ruby Malin yesterday, just mowing down some batters.
There it is. First pitch is in. It's a called strike 1, and we are underway. Baylor and Oklahoma State. Game 2 of this best-of-3 Big 12 series, next to last weekend of the regular season for Big 12 softball. Pitch is away. It's a ball and a strike. Here's the lineup for Coach Kenny Gajewski and the Cowgirls. Claire Tim leading off, playing right field. Carly Godwin in at second base. She'll bat second. Rosie Davis at third, batting third. Lexi McDonald at first base. She'll bat fourth. Amanda Hasler, big 2 RBI hit in the 7th inning last night. She's the DP, batting 5th. Tia Warsop in left field, batting 6th. Audrey Schneidmiller catching, batting 6th or 7th. Aubrey Jones at shortstop, batting 8th. There's a grounder to short. The throw is not in time. Tobin a clean pick and throw, but beaten out by Claire Tim. J.L. Austin playing center field, batting 9th for the Cowgirls. So a leadoff infield single there by Claire Tim to start the first inning today.
Nice good pitch by Warnicki right there, gets the grounder, but despite how far Tobin goes to get that ball, the speedy Tim beats it out.
So runner aboard, nobody out. Carly Godwin to the plate, 1 for 3 last night. Hit by the pitch on the first offering. It hits her and it hits Abby Flores behind the plate. And it looks like Flores took the brunt of it. Godwin trots down to first base, seemingly unfazed, but Flores flexing that left hand.
Yeah, it comes off that elbow protector right there, but the bounce back in the back there grabs the unprotected hand of Abby Flores.
Well, a left-handed catcher, a little bit rare. And that time it jumps up and bites Abby Flores. Baylor playing without Avery of the season. She has had a ton of innings catching this year, but Abby Flores looks like going to stay in the game. And that's a tough way to start the game. First 2 reach for Oklahoma State, and your catcher is hurting.
I think the adrenaline will kick in here soon.
You know what? That's easy to say from here.
It is very easy to say.
Right. There's a warrior behind the plate. Abby Flores for the Bears. So the first 2 reach for the Cowgirls. Infield single by Tim. Carly Godwin hit by the pitch. Here's Rosie Davis to the plate. Baylor in tight on the corners. First pitch is ball 1 to her. Flores still sort of flexing that left hand, left wrist. This one hit to right field. It's carrying. Gussman is back, makes the catch, tagging at second. Moving on to third is Claire Tim. Throw cut off at second base. So the park holds that one. A long fly out by Rosie Davis is the first out here in the first inning. Now runners on the corners with 1 out. Here's Lexi McDonald to the plate. McDonald 0 for 2 last night with an RBI. McDonald left-hand bat, the first baseman for the Cowgirls. Baylor in tight again on the corners. First pitch is ball 1. With the win last night, Cowgirls are 32-12 on the year. They're 12-7. Strengthen their grip on third place in the Big 12 standings. Oklahoma State's now won 15 of their last 18 games, including a recent stretch with 4 top 25 wins.
4 ranked opponents,
yeah.
Making 11 total for them on the year.
Wow. There it is, 15 of 18 playing their best here late in the season. It's a 1-1 count to McDonald. Shows bunt, lays it down. Marshall has it. Nobody covers first base. So she looked the runner back to third, spun to first. Nobody was there. So all hands are safe and the bases are loaded in the first.
Just a great bunt. Looks not necessarily a squeeze play, and as runner's not going, but I think she's waiting for the throw to be made, and there is no throw to be made right there.
And Kagan Marshall played it really well. That's the freshman at third base. She looked the runner back and then spun around, was ready to make the throw, and smartly did not throw to an empty bag. So it loads the bases for the Cowgirls. How do you score that? That's an infield single. Bunt single by Lexi McDonald. No errors whatsoever. Maybe a mental error involved there, but a single, and the bases are loaded with 1 down.
Very unconventional right there. She got runners at second and third, so Faith Piper naturally goes over knowing Tovin will probably be going to third with Kagan Marshall charging and just totally leaves first base open.
So brings up Amanda Hassler to the plate, the designated player. Hassler at .303 on the season. Hits this one deep to left field on the line. It is gone. Line drive home run over the wall in left by Amanda Hassler. A grand slam. And Oklahoma State jumps to a 4-0 lead on Baylor in the first inning on Hassler's 12th home run of the season.
Well, that ball coming off the bat, just line drive. Did not matter what sort of wind was blowing in. That ball was hit hard. Barely clears the fence, but all
line drive, Hassler. Home run number 12, RBIs 49, 50, 51, and 52. So Hassler with the big blow after some unfortunate plays. The Baylor infield had loaded the bases. Hassler unloads them for a 4-0 lead off Lexi Warnicki.
See, that pitch wasn't left over the zone too much, too. It was kind of down and out, and Hassler goes down to get it.
It's a good point. She did go down to get that ball and still pulled it out to left field. Pretty breezy today, kind of the normal wind blowing into the batter's face here at Getterman Stadium. So a 4-0 advantage. Bases are clear. One down. Tia Warsop to the plate. Warsop 371 over her last 10 games. She was 0 for 3 last night. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Slaps it foul, just wide of third base.
Man, she put a great charge in that. A couple inches in, and she might have been looking at a triple on that.
Instead, it's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Tia Warsop. That is just off the plate. So the challenge now for Lexi Warnicki and the Bears is before they even come to bat, they're down 4-0 to Oklahoma State. Number 17 team in the nation. RPI number 16. This one's fouled away. Warsop stays alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I think for from Baylor's perspective, they've still got 7 at-bats to go. When you fall behind big early, you've still got some innings and at-bats to catch up. But what a start for Oklahoma State. Picked up right where they left off last night. 4 in the 7th last night, 4 in the 1st so far today.
A lot of mirrors from that. The hit by pitch, the deep fly ball to right field.
Now 3 balls, 2 strikes. Chris Neighbors, our home plate umpire today. Carlos Guzman at first. Cameron Ellis back of third. This one grounded to second. Piper, the pick and the throw, and that is the second out here in the first inning. Two down in the inning. Here is Audrey Schneidmiller, the catcher for the Cowgirls. Schneidmiller 0 for 3 in the game last night. Hot shot, just foul, wide of third base. She turned on that one. Cowgirls lead the all-time series against Baylor pretty substantially, and in recent years, they have really dominated this series. Oklahoma State is shot into the gap in left center. That may be extra bases. Bounces off the wall. Carter has trouble picking it up. Finally gets it in. Overthrows Tovin all the way to Marshall. 2-out double off the bat of Audrey Schneidmiller for Oklahoma State.
Outs don't matter for this Cowgirl team. Still getting their cuts in. See, just a really good bat on that ball right there. There's nothing you could have set up defensively to help protect.
Shot right into the gap in left center field. So Baylor's dropped 7 straight series to Oklahoma State. 2017 was the last Baylor win in a series against the Cowgirls. Brittany Newman out of the Baylor dugout to talk to her pitcher, Lexi Warnicki, catcher Abby Flores. Rough first inning for Warnicki in the circle. 4 runs home, still not out of the inning. 2 down and a runner at second base. Aubrey Jones coming up next. You know, the old adage in softball and baseball is momentum is only as great as your next day's starting pitcher. You heard that before?
No.
Like, Coach, do you have momentum going into tomorrow's game? Momentum's only as good as your next day's starting pitcher. And that's nothing against Warnicki. Here's a grounder to short. But the Cowgirls appear to have picked up where they left off last night. 4-run first by Oklahoma State. Grand slam by Hassler. Bears coming to bat.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Wow. Awesome. Cool.
Sweet.
Nice.
Hey! I like your dress.
You look pretty.
No, you look pretty.
No, you look pretty.
No, you.
During the Ready, Set, Go sales event, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 subvention cash on a rugged new 2026 Tundra. Offer ends March 31st.
Go from dreaming it to driving it today.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Hey, grab me one too.
Bold are the adventurous. Determined are the leaders. Faithful are the healers. At Baylor, you'll find your calling, your people, and your purpose. Dare to be you, indeed.
It's Presley Downing in the circle to start today for the Oklahoma State Cowgirls, a freshman right-hander from Owasso, Oklahoma. Give you some of the numbers for Presley Downing. She's 4-0 on the year, her 16th appearance, 11th start of the year. She's thrown 34 and a third innings, third most on the pitching staff. Kelly, a 4.28 ERA for Presley Downing.
You love to see a lot of these freshman pitchers really stepping in and trying to make a difference. At this point in Big 12 play, you need any pitching you can get, especially heading into postseason.
Freshman right-hander will face this lineup for Glenn Moore and the Bears. Brooklyn Carter in center, leading off. Samaya Jones in left, batting second. First pitch called strike, offered at by Brooklyn Carter. Amber Tovin bats third, playing short. Leah Cran batting cleanup, playing first base. Faith Piper at second base, she'll bat fifth. Kagan Marshall at third, batting sixth. There's the 0-1 up high. Olivia Bittner, the designated for the Bears, batting seventh. Abby Flores catching, batting eighth. Gianna Gussman in field, batting ninth for the Bears today. And if that lineup sounds familiar to you, this one is popped right side of the infield, foul ground, gloved, and caught by Lexi McDonald for out number one. It is the first time this season that Baylor has had the same lineup, 1 through 9, in back-to-back games. First time all season, and it's game 48 of the year.
Okay.
Pretty amazing. 45 different starting lineups right over the course of the season. And now first time back-to-back, same starting lineups. Here's Samaya Jones to the plate. Samaya Jones 1 for 3 with a run scored last night. We showed you those highlights. Bears had a 2-0 lead off Ruby Malin, and the Cowgirls going to the 7th inning and lost the game 4-2. Called strike. It's no balls, 2 strikes now on Samaya Jones. Presley Downing getting the call to start in the circle. We thought it might be Riley Crandall. She's got the 2nd most innings pitched behind Malin, which would have been interesting today. Riley Crandall, the former Baylor player.
Yes.
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count on Samaya Jones. But it's Downing getting her 11th start of the year. She's got 3 complete games. 1-2, low and away, evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Looks at the sign. Now the 2-2 to the plate. This one's hit to short. 1 hopper gloved by Jones. Throw in time to retire Samaya Jones for out number 2.
And a hard hit ground ball right there. Just a 1 hopper. Right to Aubrey Jones.
Two down in the inning. Amber Tovin to the plate, the Baylor shortstop. 2 for 2 last night. Very productive. Had both RBIs for Baylor in the game. 362 batting average now for Tobin. Best on the team among those players available. And Carrington Dawson, who has a 372 average, is not available. So Tovin, one of the seniors on senior weekend. Senior day recognition comes up tomorrow. Looked outside, called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Amber Tovin. Tovin, Brooklyn Carter, Casey West, the 3 seniors. That'll be recognized on senior day tomorrow. Hit hard, foul. Megan Diaz jumping out of the way in that first base coaching box. Here comes the 1-2. Crowd making noise here at Getterman Stadium. That is just off the plate. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Presley Dent Cowgirls. Downing, the freshman from Owasso, Oklahoma. Has the sign and the pitch. Grounded glove by the shortstop. That is Jones on to McDonald. And the Bears go in order in the bottom of the first. End of 1, 4-0. Early lead for the Cowgirls. There's a look at Baylor head coach Glenn Moore in the Baylor dugout, third base side, 26th season at Baylor, 30th overall, 4 Women's College World Series appearances here with Baylor. Over 1,100 wins total in his 30 years coaching Division I softball, and a real fixture, a real institution here at Baylor.
Well, just recently recognized for his longevity here at Baylor. There was a few other people that were recognized. Well, one on his coaching staff for sure. Steve
Hoot Jonigan, that's right. 30 years
30
for Hoot
years.
here at Baylor.
Somebody else has been here 30 years too.
Nancy Post, 30 years.
I don't know if she's in attendance today. Somebody else in attendance today, John?
Don't know who that might be.
It is the humble John Morris. Congrats on 30 years, man.
That's very nice. Thank you. Thank you. Nice little post that went out this week. Got a lot of attention, so nice to hear from a lot of people. Some said 30 years.
You know, not on that post, who's also spent a ton of years, is also on coaching staff, is Brittany Sneed-Newman.
Sure. Well, that post was, Baylor recognizes every 5 years is what they do. Here's J.L. Austin. Fly ball to left, and Samaya Jones battles the wind and makes the catch out there. Boy, she was battling the entire way, wasn't she?
Yeah, you can see how much the wind was just swirling. She was overrun that ball, come back, and it's almost like the little Savannah Banana baseball out there. So she got style points with that catch. Throw a little backflip on that. And
unintentional. Back to the top of the order, and Claire Tim reached on an infield single, too short her first time up. Scored a ham up 4-0 on Baylor, batting here in the second inning. Lexi Warnicki delivers, swinging, strike 2. The ball's 2 strikes on Tim. Here's the 0-2, grounded to short. Amber Tovin, a little bit quicker with that pickup and throw to first, as she made the pickup cleanly in the first inning. Did have to range to her right, and Tim beat it out for an infield single. This time she gets her for the second out in the second inning.
and that ground ball bringing her across the middle, making that throw a little easier to first base.
2 down in the inning. Fly ball deep left field off the bat of Carly Godwin. That one is gone. Oklahoma State plays long ball again here in the second inning. Home run number 6 on the year by Carly Godwin.
It's just another one off the bat you knew for sure. You see Samaya Jones running back, but just runs out of room. That one definitely left in the middle, just mid-thigh. Plenty of room to do some damage with that, and Carly Godwin takes advantage of it.
So home run number 2 on the day by the Cowgirls. A 5-0 lead here in the second inning, and that will be the day for Lexi Warnicki. Pitching change for the Bears in the second. Down 5-0 to Oklahoma State. Coming out of the Baylor bullpen is Sadie Ross for the Bears. Give you her numbers when we come back. Pitching change, second inning, 5-0 early lead for Oklahoma State. The Bears in the second inning down 5-0 to the 17th ranked team in the nation. Coach Moore and Coach Newman go to Sadie Ross out of the Baylor bullpen. The sophomore, the right-hander. She's from Carr, Colorado. Eaton High School there. There's a liner off the glove of Tobin. Did that hit the ground or was that a line drive?
It was a line drive.
Yeah. She can't handle it, so Rosie Davis is aboard at first base and leaves Tobin shaking her right hand.
Almost looks like she was waiting for the hop and then decided I better catch it. And then almost forgets that it wasn't a ground ball. And so I don't know why she had it. Maybe her hand just got stuck in there. And that's
odd looking play. It does go as an error. First of the day on the Bears. Davis at first base. Here's Lexi McDonald to the plate. 2 down in the inning. First 2 were retired by the Baylor starter, Lexi Warnicki. And she gave up the home run to Carly Godwin, making it 5-0. Sadie Ross in. The error allows Davis to reach first base. McDonald had that bunt single out in front of the plate her first time up. Runner is going. Ball pops out of the mitt of Abby Flores. Davis alive at second base. Pretty good-natured banter going on in the stands here. A very large Oklahoma State contingent is here. Pitch is up high.
Small group of Baylor faithful right here. Not afraid to face back.
They are. I got to tell you, right in the middle of that is the Baylor men's tennis team. So those guys here supporting Baylor softball. Pitch up high. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes now on McDonald. So there's the Oklahoma State fans. That's down the first baseline. To the right of them is
the guy in the pink shirt. He's kind of leading it right there.
He's the guy that was leading the charge, right? There's a grounder to second. Faith Piper fields, fires, and gets McDonald at first base for the 3rd out of the inning. Solo home run by Godwin. Cowgirls lead the Bears 5-0.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Awesome.
I like it. I love it.
During the Ready, Set, Go sales event, qualified lessees can lease a rugged new 2026 Tacoma SR5 for $299 a month for 36 months. Offer ends March 31st.
Go from dreaming it to driving it today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, grab me 1 too.
Throw it way out. Bringing a run. We got a double. Big conference. You call it out the 3rd. Great defensive. Jockey in the 2nd.
Making 12 up.
Base runner.
So look inside the Oklahoma State dugout. First base side, Kenny Gajewski, the head coach. His 11th season as head coach of the Cowgirl program, 14th overall, and terrific record, 22-3 in NCAA tournament play since 2021. He's had the Cowgirls in the NCAAs every season. He's been the head coach with 5 Women's College World Series appearances. You know, one thing he has done really well, Kelly, is he's in the same state and longtime rival with Oklahoma during the golden years of the Oklahoma program. But Oklahoma State has held their own for the most part.
Yeah.
More than held their own. Bottom of the 2nd for the Bears. Leading off for Baylor is Leah Cran. First swinging, fly ball to right field. Cran retired. 1 down, and Faith Piper is coming up.
can easily forget just how good of a team that Oklahoma State has had because it's been overshadowed by Oklahoma quite a bit. Just the talent in the Big 12 and across this region.
Faith Piper to the plate. First pitch swinging, grounder to second. She's retired 4-3. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Well, the Oklahoma State fans would want us to remind you that they beat Oklahoma as recently as about 10 days ago. Right. 6-4. They won over #1 Oklahoma. But they've more than held their own there. And I think really it's made both programs better, Oklahoma and Oklahoma State. Not that you measure your program against one opponent, but pretty significant measuring stick.
Well, if you could just get that much talent in 2 schools within the state of Oklahoma.
This is Kagan Marshall to the plate. Takes a pitch, takes a couple after 2 outs were retired on the first 2 pitches. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kagan Marshall. Presley Downing has retired the first 5 batters she's seen here in this game. That is up high. It's 2 balls and a strike to Marshall. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts last night against Ruby Malin. 2-1, off speed, swinging, strike 2.
That was that off-speed pitch by Peyton Tanner last night that really, I would say, attributed to the shutout going into the 7th inning.
Skips in. Yeah, that's really Tanner's strength, isn't it? That off-speed really had Oklahoma State bum-fuzzled last night all the way to the 7th inning. Get to the 7th inning of a game, you're seeing a pitcher probably for the 3rd time in that game. Sometimes that makes a difference. Grounder to third, Davis across, pulled her off the bag, and Marshall is safe at first base. So we'll see how they score that one, but Baylor has a 2-out base runner, their first base runner of the day, and Kagan Marshall here in the 2nd. Can't tell initially why McDonald had to leave the bag.
Yeah.
It is a throwing error charged to the 3rd baseman, Rosie Davis.
You know, a lot of times you see that first baseman stretch that direction.
Yeah, it looked like no stretch. She just pulled her foot off the bag to make sure she made the catch. So an error, runner is aboard. Here's Olivia Bittner to the plate. 1-1 count on Bittner.
You know, it could be something you just don't know about, too. I think a couple years back, Shaylin Govan for Baylor's playing first base with a torn labrum in her catching arm. So she couldn't stretch that direction.
That's a good point. Pitch catches the outside corner for a called strike 2. Yeah, could very well be something like that.
In that case, you know, a runner at first is better than the overthrow that possibly goes into the dugout.
1-2 pitch by Downing. Swinging, strike 3, and that is the inning. Bear strand a runner, end of 2, 5-0. Oklahoma State leads in Waco. On to the third inning here at Getterman Stadium, Saturday afternoon. Following the Friday night games, here's the way things stack up in the Big 12. Oklahoma State hanging on to third place with the 4-2 win over Baylor. Kansas on their heels, a half game back. Tech leading the Big 12 at 17-2. 17-2. Arizona at 13-6. Baylor is 9-10 and in sixth place in the league standings. So you're caught up on the standings in the Big 12 this weekend, Kelly, and one more to go, and then it's on to the Big 12 tournament.
Yeah, and only the top 8 teams make the Big 12 tournament.
So Baylor in a bit of a fight there to make sure they make the 8-team Big 12 tournament in Oklahoma City. Sadie Ross on for her first full inning of work. Sadie in the circle, took over for Lexi Warnicki last inning. And she'll face Amanda Hassler. The grand slam in the first inning by Hassler gave Oklahoma State the early 4-0 lead, now 5-0. Hassler with six RBIs this weekend for Oklahoma State. That one is in for a called strike 2.
6 of the 9 runs scored.
How about that? Hassler swinging a hot bat. And this one is hit to center field. Brooklyn Carter glides in and makes the catch. Out number 1, and a big out to get Hassler to fly out to start the third. One down in the inning. Here is Tia Warsup, the left fielder. Grounded out to second, her first time up today. 0 for 4 on the weekend. First pitch, strike 1. .338 batting average for Warsup. Batting an average of .311 for Oklahoma State beginning play today. There's a grounder glove by Faith Piper. Look what I found.
Yeah.
And she gets the out at first base.
Again, we're not looking for style points here.
Get the job done, and she did that. 2 down in the inning.
It's like, watch, Mom, I can feel this ball with no feet. Just kind of jumps at the last second.
Brings up Audrey Schneidmiller. A double to left center field her first time up. 2 down in the inning, 5-0 lead for the Cowgirls over the Bears. Grounded to third, Marshall has it. A 1-2-3 inning for Sadie Ross and the Bears over Oklahoma State. Baylor coming to bat, down by 5. Eight, 9, and 1 hitters coming up for Baylor as we move to the bottom of the third inning, facing the freshman right-hander Presley Downing. Has not given up a hit through first 2 at-bats for the Bears. One batter reached on an error, so Baylor's had one base runner, and down 5-0 to Oklahoma State. Cowgirls on some kind of hot streak here late in the season. They'll close this weekend. Well, before they'll play Tulsa at home on Tuesday, and they'll host Kansas next weekend to close the regular season. They're trying to lock in a top 16 national bid and hopefully host in an NCAA regional in Stillwater. And I'd say they're right there. I mean, I think if bids were announced today, they would be hosting. First pitch, strike one to Flores. Sends this one into left field, giving chase, making the catch. A step into foul ground is Tia Warsop, the left fielder. On a line, foul, but out number one here in the third inning off the bat of Abby Flores.
Covering just quite a bit of ground. Securing that out for her pitcher.
One down, Gianna Gussman to the plate. Gussman 0 for 3 in the game last night. Back in the lineup in right field. Pretty amazing, isn't it? Game 48 of the season for Baylor. First time all year they've had the same starting lineup, 1 through 9, for back-to-back games. That's
Can it count as the same starting lineup if this starting pitcher is different?
Oh, good question. The way Matt put it was 1 through 9.
Okay.
So it's true. The lineup would have been different last night.
Yep.
Peyton Tanner, the starter. You gonna throw that up? You gonna throw it back at Matt Roberts?
Throw it out there. Let's see.
Gussman 241 average on the year. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count. Gussman, the freshman out of Riverside, California. A lot of young players, freshmen, playing key roles for the Bears all season long. Grounded to first. Nice short hop pickup by Lexi McDonald. She'll take it herself for out number 2.
Baylor's got 2 outs now through 3 innings almost, and Presley Downing has only pitched 31 pitches.
Wow. Wow, that's very efficient.
You can just see how anxious Baylor is to put the ball in play. I mean, she's throwing a pitch that it looks hittable, and she's doing a great job of using her defense behind her.
Back to the top of the order, and Brooklyn Carter. Popped out in foul ground to first baseman McDonald, her first time up. Dangerous leadoff hitter for the Bears, especially dangerous when she gets on base. Downing. Grounder back to the circle. Downing to first. And the stretch up there by Lexi McDonald. That'll retire Carter and the Bears. 1-2-3 goes Baylor in the third. On to the fourth. Cowgirls in control.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Awesome.
I like it. I love it.
During the Ready, Set, Go sales event, qualified lessees can lease a rugged new 2026 Tacoma SR5 for $299 a month for 36 months. Offer ends March 31st.
Go from dreaming it to driving it today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, grab me one too.
Our word is our bond. So when we say we're on it, we're on it. Turning big dreams into bigger deeds. Doing the impossible and then doing it again. Because we live by the Cowboy Code. We stand together for what's right and for what's possible. Oklahoma State University. The code calls.
On to the fourth inning at Getterman Stadium. Oklahoma State, number 17 team in the nation, leading Baylor 5-0. Bears still looking for their first hit of the day. Really nice crowd here at Getterman Stadium on this Saturday afternoon. John Morris alongside former Baylor standout Kelly Harrell. And we're glad you're with us on this Saturday afternoon, whatever else you may have going on. It's a busy weekend on the Baylor campus, Kelly. Baylor held their Fan Fest this morning. Terrific success, south end of McLean Stadium. They've got a football practice open to the public to wrap up spring drills today. The Michael Johnson Invitational is going on. Baseball's on the road. But a lot of activities going on for Baylor athletics.
They had like a mini camp for kids too, right?
It was. It was like a kids combine. My grandson Truett was involved in that. Here's a grounder to short. Tovin, glove, spins, fires to first base. And Aubrey Jones is retired, 6-3.
I bet the shortstop gave the shortstop some credit right there for that play.
Amber Tovin wasting no time at all getting that ball and throwing out Aubrey Jones. Here's J.L. Austin to the plate, the center fielder.
J.L. with the nickname Juice. Juice Austin.
The 9-hole hitting, 1 for 2 last night. Fly out to left fielder first time up today. Sadie Ross delivers. Fouls it at the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Poor Abby Flores wore that one again, I think.
Good grief, that girl is just getting beat up back there. Took one earlier today off the wrist, her non-glove hand, the left wrist. Now takes another one. 1-2 outside. I think you're up next to catch, Kelly, if something happens to Abby Flores.
I don't think I have any eligibility left, John.
Gotcha. Well, these days, you never know. You could go back.
Can I get my COVID year?
Go back, sure. Inside, 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Austin. 2 home runs on the day already by Oklahoma State. Home runs 48 and 49 on the season for the Cowgirls. She's grounded weakly to first base, Leah Cran. Won't touch the bag. She'll plant herself and make the tag on J.L. Austin for out number 2.
As long as she tags the jersey and not the hair.
Which you saw last night, right? So I thought that would have been an out. What did you think?
I thought so too.
Yeah.
I think everybody thought so. Even Brooklyn Carter kind of holds up a little bit after she's tagged on the hair. But yeah, definitely missed the jersey, missed her body altogether, and she finished running it out. That's good too.
Yeah, smart on her part. She let up a little bit, but then she ran it out. As Claire Tim steps in, 1 for 2 today. I just always thought that, you know, the hair was a part of your body, and in women's sports, you know, that could be a factor. You tag the hair and you're out. But apparently not.
Well, fun fact, the word hair is not in the rule book at all.
Oh, it's not. Interesting. Interesting. Counts 2 balls, 1 strike on Claire Tim. This one's hit into the glove of Faith Piper at second base. Piper, a couple of steps to her left to make the grab and retire the Cowgirls in order for the 2nd inning in a row. Waco, pleased to be joined by Kenny Gajewski, the head coach for Oklahoma State. Coach, thank you. Your team an early 5-0 lead. Is there such a thing as momentum carrying forward from like last night, the way y'all won and finished, to today?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, it's a new day, yeah, I think when you win the way we won last night, I mean, that game was not going our way for a long time. Baylor had total control, and then for us to take over, there was a huge momentum swing. So I think it does help some, but I don't know it's everything. It's a new day. We got new pitchers. It's early. There's a lot of things that have changed.
Just speaking of your pitchers, Ruby Malin pitched incredible last night, holding her own and through those 7 innings. But Presley Downing today is doing a great job for you.
It's really exciting for this ball club to see this. We've been needing our number 2, our Saturday kid, to get in here and just keep us in games. And just very proud of her. And we'll get Riley going at some point here. I don't expect the press can make it this whole game, but we'll just see. We'll keep going along. But I'm very proud of her. She's working hard.
Yeah, it's great to see a freshman in the circle, and the 5 runs is really helping her, too.
No question. Thanks, guys.
Good luck, Coach.
All right, thanks.
It's Coach Kenny Gajewski with us between innings. Great to visit with him, get his thoughts. His Cowgirls up 5-0 on Baylor. And the Bears come to bat here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Samaya Jones to lead off against Presley Downing. So he even said it there. He doesn't know how long she'll go, as a freshman starting this game, and almost indicated we would see Riley Crandall, the former Baylor player, if they do go to the bullpen at some point today. So that remains to be seen. Right now, Downing has not given up a hit through the Bears' first 3 at-bats. 1 base runner on an error, that's it, off of Presley Downing. Pitch high and tight. It's 2 balls, no strikes to Samaya Jones. Grounded out today. Jones leading off this 4th inning for the Bears.
To me, is Oklahoma State taking their orange up a notch? It's especially looking at Coach's hat right there. It seemed extraordinarily bright.
Yeah. Well, I don't know the what's the term for that? The Pantone.
Yeah.
The official orange. Their commercial.
PS code.
That's it. Yeah. Their commercial says America's brightest orange, which is pretty good, and I think they're living up to that, aren't they?
There's a few in the stands, too.
We got to show out some. Yeah, these orange Nikes over to our right are about as bright orange as you can see.
Coach's hat was up there
bright orange.
Pretty close, too.
Yeah. There's some of it. 3-1 count on Samaya Jones. The pitch. Grounded into left field, a base hit. First hit of the day for the Bears. Infield pulled in on the corner. Samaya Jones takes advantage. Baylor has their lead-off hitter aboard for the first time today.
Well, that was what Baylor needed to, just to break the ice open right here and get the hit on the board, start moving some runners around, start chipping away at that 5-run lead.
Here's Amber Tovin to the plate. She was the big bat for the Bears last night. Clutch bat, 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. In a 4-2 Baylor loss to these Cowgirls. First pitch is ball 1 to her. She grounded out to short her first time up today. And it's going to bring a visit to the circle from the Oklahoma State dugout. A couple of former Cowgirl great players on that staff. Vanessa Shippey Fletcher is an assistant coach, and Carrie Eberly Parker is an assistant coach as well. Both had standout careers playing for Oklahoma State. Greg Bergeron is the other assistant coach, the defensive coordinator. He and Kenny Gajewski go back to, I think, junior high as friends, teammates.
Long-time
playing
friends.
Together. Yeah, exactly. Tim Walton from Florida in that group with those guys, that threesome. That's where Gajewski got his start in coaching. He was at the University of Florida as an assistant there. Tovin, the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch looped foul, out of play, down the left field line. That was about as brief a visit to the mound as you ever see, right?
Yep. You talk about just Coach Gaske being friends too. You've a lot of buddies like, hey, let's get a boat. Like, hey, let's start a business. Hey, want to coach some softball? Like,
right.
That's pretty cool.
From a baseball background, that's
Yeah.
the interesting part. Tobin tries to lay down the bunt. That's a fair ball. She really deadened it and is thrown out at first base. That moves Samaya Jones on to second base. Sacrifice bunt off the bat of Amber Tobin. Bears have a runner at second for the first time today, here with one out in the fourth inning.
I think Coach Moore is going to challenge this too. He says that she grabs the ball in foul territory.
On the field was fair ball.
I think it was in the opposite batter's box.
At the field.
Looks
What I
behind
saw.
the
The players
plate,
on the further
but
view.
does it roll? Where did it roll? Like if that imaginary line from third base home, don't know exactly where she touched that.
Good point. All right, first review of the day. We'll try to take a look at it and show you what the umpires are looking at. Our crew today, Chris Neighbors, Carlos Guzman, and Cameron Ellis. Here it is, the bunt. Boy, it sure looks foul to me.
Yeah. I mean, it's rolling back that way. You can see it kick back. And look where she picks it up at. It is in the other batter's box.
Right.
To me, it does look like this was the best view, I think.
You know, by him challenging that, that shows that it wasn't necessarily just a sacrifice bunt.
Yeah.
Because if it was, that job was accomplished. I think she was bunting to get on base. Get a couple of runners on base. So they'll look at it, and then we'll get the result of the review. Game 3 of this series comes up tomorrow, 1 o'clock Central Time. We'll have it for you on ESPN, Baylor and Oklahoma State, to wrap up the series, wrap up the home season for Baylor. Baylor will finish at Texas Tech next weekend. How about that finishing stretch? Oklahoma State home, Texas Tech on the road, your final 2 conference series.
Yep.
That'll be a Thursday, Friday, Saturday series next weekend.
Okay.
Another look at it.
Yeah, to me, that looks like that line goes all the way to the tip of the home plate. It looks like it's just foul.
Yep.
Now they need some conclusive evidence to overturn that.
I am in complete agreement with you. I always think of it as the ball has to be in front of the plate, you know, and by that look, it is not in front of the plate, whether it's in the other batter's box or not. Taking a long look at it is our umpiring crew.
Think you can get football with the first line yellow, kind of draw that in there for.
Yeah, let's upgrade. Let's upgrade our technical abilities here. All right, here comes our umpires. They will tell us.
After further review, the play on the field stands. The runner's out first base. This is Baylor's first challenge. They got one challenge
the call
remaining.
Stands. Baylor's first challenge does advance Samaya Jones to second base. Does go as a sacrifice bunt. And Baylor has a runner at second with 1 down. And Leah Cran coming to the plate. Pitch by Downing, skips in. Samaya Jones nearly too far off the bag. Throw down by Schneidmiller to second base, not in time. She got way off the base, put on the skids and slipped in the dirt, and just did make it back safely. It was ball 1 to Leah Cran. Pitch outside, ball 2.
Well, Leah Cran here is the extra base hit leader for Baylor. She got 13 doubles on the year, 6 home runs, 29 RBIs, and Samaya Jones is primed right there for make this her 30th.
Hit hard into left field. Samaya Jones will be held at third base. Sharp single to left field, partly because it was hit so hard. Samaya Jones held at third, but First 2 hits of the game for Baylor come here in the 4th inning.
Just a great shot through the 5-6 hole right there, but hit right in front of the runner. Samaya Jones was like, come on, coach.
That's right.
Did you forget who I was?
Right. We didn't like being held up there. So runners on the corners with 1 down. Here's Faith Piper to the plate for Baylor. Infield in for Oklahoma State. First pitch, ball 1 to Piper, who grounded out to second her first time up today. Piper is 1 for 3 on the weekend against Oklahoma State. Presley Downing, the freshman, her first bit of trouble today against Baylor. We're in the 4th inning. Pitch called strike, evens the count at 1-1. Piper .326 batting average as of this plate appearance. Jones the runner at third, Cran the runner at first. Time asked for by pitcher Presley Downing. Here's Downing with the 1-1. That is up high. It's 2 balls and a strike. And the throw down to get in the run down. Now the throw home, and it's past the catcher. Samaya Jones will score. And all the way to third goes Leah Cran. The pressure of that aggressive running attack by the Bears produces a run here in the 4th inning.
Well, they flat out challenged the Cowgirls right here. You can see Leah Cran going halfway, like, go ahead and throw it. And Samaya Jones says, okay, if you're going to do that, try and get me at home. And you got to play perfect ball in order to make that happen.
So a run home for the Bears. It is 5-1. Runner at third with 1 down. 2-1 count on Faith Piper. Infield, if they were in before, they are way in now. Like that throw down to second base wasn't even to the second base bag, was how close in shortstop Jones was. 3-1 the count on Piper. There's the pitch by Downing. Check swing, they appeal, she didn't hold up. And it's strike 2. Piper thought she had struck out.
She turns her shoulders, yep.
Tough call, peeled at third base. So now 3 balls, 2 strikes. This one is hit to the second baseman. Cran holds at third, underhand toss to first, will retire Piper. Second out in the inning for the Bears. Still a runner at third, 2 down, and Kagan Marshall coming to the plate. Infield in worked perfectly for Oklahoma State there.
Exactly what they wanted.
Kagan Marshall reached on an error in the second inning, the only base runner for the Bears before we got here to the 4th, and a couple of singles. There's another visit to the circle, and that looks to be the day for Presley Downing. You start getting hugs from your teammates, pretty good indication that your day is done.
Pretty good indication, too, when your coach visits you twice in an inning.
And that would make it automatic. New pitcher coming on for Oklahoma State. Familiar face. Give you details when we come back. Out of the Oklahoma State bullpen, again a familiar face, former Baylor Bear Riley Crandall, the senior from Artesia, New Mexico. Riley comes on for the starter Presley Downing here in the 4th inning. 2 down, a run home, a runner at third. So we thought at some point we would see Riley Crandall this weekend. Here it is, the 4th inning of Game 2 of this 3-game series.
Riley Crandall, solid number 1 and number 2 quite a bit last year for this Baylor team.
Crandall on the year, a 6-6 record, her 24th appearance. 5.65 ERA, 70 2/3 innings, second most on the team behind Ruby Malin. Opponents hitting .346 off of her on the year.
You got to think that these Baylor hitters are pretty familiar with her too.
Right, right. Well, the first batter she faces is not freshman Kagan Marshall. New to the Baylor program, right? So Marshall reached on an error her first time up. First pitch is ball 1. Some kind of issue with the pitch comm system, it appears. Now Crandall's ready to go. Kagan Marshall steps in the right-hand batter's box. The pitch up high, ball 2. Will there be some nerves, you think, for Riley Crandall coming back pitching against your old team?
You'd think so. Colin, was it any time Alex Rodriguez would return into Arlington?
It's true. It's true. 2-0 pitch up high. She's been high on all 3. That is 3 balls, no strikes to Kagan Marshall.
I don't know how nervous A-Rod was, but he didn't get the welcoming anytime he stepped in to the ballpark in Arlington.
No question he got a welcome back. It's Leo Cran, the runner at third for the Bears with 2 down, a run home. The pitch inside, ball 4. On 4 pitches, Kagan Marshall draws the walk.
He almost gets the welcome that Robin Ventura gets, too.
Some history there, right? So Olivia Bittner to the plate for Baylor. The designated player struck out her first time up today. Only strikeout in 3 2/3 innings by the starter Presley Downing. So Baylor tries to put the pressure on again with runners at first and third. The last time they had that, Samaya Jones at third, Leah Cran at first. Trying to get caught in a run down to get the run across. Here's the 1-0. And a called strike. One the count. Pitch nubbed foul up the first base line. Baylor in the all green today. So senior day tomorrow. Do the seniors, and there's 3 of them for Baylor, do they get to pick the uniform?
I don't know, but that's
What did you think I was going to ask? Oh, that's gray?
It's the anthracite.
I'm sorry. I believe you. I can see a bit of contrast between the helmet, which is green, and it is anthracite. The seniors get to pick uniform on senior day? Be a nice touch.
Yeah.
2-2 the count on Olivia Bittner. I am slightly colorblind, you understand.
Are you?
Well, it's slightly.
Is it gray and greens?
Greens and reds.
Okay.
There is called strike 3. Crandall catches Bittner looking, and that is the inning. But the Bears get a run, strand a couple into 4, 5-1 Cowgirls.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Awesome.
I like it.
I love it.
During the Ready, Set, Go sales event, qualified lessees can lease a rugged new 2026 Tacoma SR5 for $299 a month for 36 months. Offer ends March 31st.
Go from dreaming it to driving it today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, grab me one too.
Goes Calvis, throw it. Bring in a run. We got a double. Big conference. You call it at the third. Great defensive. Jockey in the second.
Making 12 up.
Base runner. Baylor tennis.
5 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors by Oklahoma State. 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error for the Bears as we go to the 5th here at Gatterman Stadium. Cowgirls with a big 4-run first inning, a grand slam by Amanda Hassler, who would be 4th up this inning. A solo home run by Carly Godwin in the 2nd, and it's Godwin that leads off this 5th inning for Oklahoma State. So all the Cowgirls' runs have come home on home runs so far today. Baylor did scratch a run bottom of the 4th inning. First 2 hits of the day, producing their first run of the day, so it's 5-1. Carly Godwin leads off. She is 1 for 1, was hit by first time up the solo home run to left on a nice live shot to left field. So here's Sadie Ross facing Carly Godwin. First pitch high and away. Talked about this last time. Sadie Ross lists her hometown as Carr, Colorado. Her high school is Eaton, Colorado. It's not that Carr is big enough to have more than one high school.
Yeah.
They're small enough they don't have a high school.
They don't have high school at all.
Right. So Eaton is about 30 miles away.
Okay.
And she graduated from Eaton High School, which is inside. Actually played for a rival to Eaton for 2 years, or went to school for 2 years at a rival school in Eaton, Colorado.
Okay.
But played softball for Eaton High School.
Huh.
And then transferred and graduated from playing her final 2 years for Eaton High School.
Interesting.
I think very interesting that you're playing softball for a school that you don't attend.
Yep.
Because they didn't offer the sport.
Yeah.
They didn't offer softball or soccer.
And all of that is not even in your hometown.
That's exactly right.
It's got to be pretty north up there in Colorado.
15 miles, I think, from the Wyoming border.
Okay.
Is the word. From Sadie Ross.
There's not a whole lot up there. I drove through once.
Yep. Fly ball to center field. Brooklyn Carter makes the catch for out number 1. It's a pretty part of the country, though, isn't it?
Really is. I had come just through Wyoming, through the Grand Tetons. We were at Yellowstone, and so kind of make the trek home. And so after you leave that beautiful part of the country, kind of going through Colorado, and you're like, it's still just, I mean, and then you get the Rockies there.
Yeah,
and
beautiful.
Yep.
Here's Rosie Davis at the plate, 0 for 2. Did reach on an error in the 2nd inning. 4-2 win for the Cowgirls last night. Both teams had 5 hits in the game. Oklahoma State has 5 hits right now here batting in the 5th. Baylor has 2. Speaks to really good pitching, I think, by both teams through the first game and a half of this series. Called strike there. It's a ball and 2 strikes to Rosie Davis.
It would really be interesting to see what Game 3 brings too. Now that you have that many at-bats, that much experience against these pitchers.
There is strike 3, the strikeout by Sadie Ross of Rosie Davis.
It's just a great pitch right there, out of the reach.
It's the first strikeout today by Oklahoma State hitters. 2 down in the inning. Sadie Ross has retired 9 straight, going back to Lexi McDonald in the second. Here is McDonald with nobody on and 2 out in the 5th. Pitch by Ross, grounded foul. So you're saying the Kenny Gajewski cap, that orange, not standard issue by Oklahoma State?
It looks like it's issued. I mean, even look at that shirt right there in the background. It's pretty bright.
There he is.
Well, and his shorts too.
And look at the shorts and the shoes that go with it. So liner over the head of a leaping Amber Tovin into left field. So 9 straight retired ends with the 2-out single off the bat of Lexi McDonald here in the 5th.
It's like when the choir director says, let's take it up a key.
That's exactly what it is.
You know?
And when you're dealing with orange, it's very noticeable. There you go. There's Coach Gajewski, third base box.
I don't know if the cameras are quite doing it justice. You just need to be here in Waco.
Fly ball to center field. It's deep. It is off the wall. Coming around third, coming home is McDonald. It's an RBI double off the bat of Amanda Hessler. Another RBI by Hassler. She's got 7 on the weekend, 5 today. And the Cowgirls up their lead to 6-1 over Baylor.
Well, and she hits it off the mini green monster there in center field, too. If she puts it over probably about 3 feet, she's got another RBI added to that.
That'd be her second home run of the day, wouldn't it? High off that wall. Brooklyn Carter played it as well as she could.
Okay, maybe 8 feet to the left.
Scoring is McDonald. 6-1 the lead for the Cowgirls. Maybe a pinch runner coming in at second base, it appears. Macy Graff will run at second base for Amanda Hassler. Hassler, the NC State transfer. She's got to save her energy for her next at bat. What's she done today? A grand slam home run in the first, fly out to center in the third, and a double, an RBI double off the wall here in the 5th. Up the lead, back to 5 for the Cowgirls. And now Macy Graff pinch running at second base. And here's Tia Warsop coming to the plate. 0 for 2 today, both infield groundouts to second base. Cowgirls cover up that run Baylor worked so hard for in the bottom of the 4th inning. They get it back here in the top of the 5th. Pitch by Ross. Called strike to Warsop. 0 for 2 today, 0 for 5 on the weekend is Tia Warsop. Batting average, very healthy, .336. Pitch inside, it's a ball and a strike to Warsop. Pitch away, ball 2. Big week and a half for these Cowgirls. 4 ranked wins, including maybe their top 2 rivals, maybe.
I would say that.
Well, definitely one in Oklahoma, win over number 1 Oklahoma. Chop foul at the plate. Then this past Tuesday, a 5-0 win over 7th-ranked Texas in Austin.
And then taking 2 of 3 last weekend against Arizona.
So really impressive for Kenny Gajewski and the Cowgirls. Low 3 balls, 2 strikes. Graff, the runner at second base, the pinch runner. Here's the 3-2. That is outside, ball 4. Walk to Warsop. And the inning continues for Oklahoma State.
It's like the substitutions are going to continue here too.
Pinch runner coming in at first base for Oklahoma State. Sadie Ross retired the first 2 batters here in the inning. Got the fly out from Carly Godwin, then the strikeout of Rosie Davis. Then the single by McDonald, the double off the wall by Amanda Hassler. Now a walk to Warsop. And the pinch runner at first base running. Nope, that's Warsop still there at first base.
Looks like we might have a pinch hitter.
Something is changing because we've got a delay, and we saw Coach Gajewski come to a home plate. Yep, this is Madison Hoffman coming to the plate. Madison Hoffman will bat for Audrey Schneidmiller. First pitch swinging, fouls it back. Schneidmiller, all she'd done is doubled into the gap in left center, then grounded out to third, so she was 1 for 2. But with a 6-1 lead, maybe getting some at-bats for some players off the bench. Madison Hoffman bats here. Pitch away, it's a ball and a strike.
Madison Hoffman did make an appearance as a pinch hitter last night too, getting the walk.
.417 batting average for Hoffman, limited action. 16th game in which she's appeared this year. Takes a called strike 2 right there. Hoffman 5 for 12 officially on the season. Looped foul on top of the Baylor dugout down the third baseline. Runners return to their respective bases. Pinch runner Macy Graff back to second base. Tia Warsop back to first base. Sadie Ross delivers. Just a bit low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now 25 pitches this inning by Sadie Ross. Hit hard but foul down the right field line. Hit so hard it bounces off the building back onto the field of play. And there's a fence down there. Had to bounce over.
It's not a short fence either. I mean, like, it's short fence, but not a short distance.
That's true. That's exactly right. I mean, that ball was hit hard. There it is, to bounce off the building and over that that short fence.
I think it's 3 pitching mounds in there, because that's the visitors' bullpen.
Right. Here's the 2-2. Strike 3. Hoffman down looking, and that is the inning. Cowgirls add a run, strand a couple. Middle of 5, 6-1 Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State leads Baylor. Bears come to bat, bottom of the 5th inning. Here's how we got here. A big 4-run first inning by the Cowgirls on a grand slam by Amanda Hassler. They added another run on a solo shot by Carly Godwin in the second. Bears didn't have a hit until the 4th. They string a couple together, produce a run there, and strand a couple in that 4th inning. And then Oklahoma State adds on with a run in the top of the 5th. Lexi McDonald scoring on the Amanda Hassler double off the wall. Hassler 5 RBIs on the day, 7 on the weekend. And that adds up to a 6-1 lead for the Cowgirls. And Gigi Lindsay pinch hitting for the Bears to start the 5th inning. First pitch swinging, pops it up, middle of the infield, taken by second baseman Carly Godwin for out number 1. So Baylor coaches trying to shake things up a little bit, putting the pinch hitter Gigi Lindsay in, leading off. Here's Gianna Gussman to the plate, 0 for 1 today. Facing Riley Crandall, former teammate for a lot of these Baylor Bears. All of them except for the newcomers this year.
Oh, just the last 4 hitters.
Yeah, right.
The 4 hitters shoots face.
Pitch fouled back by Gussman.
Abby Flores would have been the first hitter she would have recognized, but Gigi Lindsay pinch hits, and then now you have Gianna Gussman.
0-2 the count on Gussman, the 9-hole hitter. Brooklyn Carter on deck. A very late swing on that one for strike 3. Gussman goes down swinging for the second out in the 5th inning.
Very late swing.
Crandall, her second strikeout in 1 full inning of work. What do you think that was, such a late swing?
I don't even know. Because the ball wasn't really close either.
Here's Brooklyn Carter to the plate for the Bears, 0 for 2 today. .329 average on the year. One of 3 seniors for the Bears to be recognized on senior day tomorrow. This one's hit hard into center field. Maybe 2 for the speedy Carter. An easy stand-up double for Brooklyn Carter, her first hit today. And the Bears have a 2-out base runner in the 5th inning.
Well, there's a familiar face right there, Brooklyn Carter. Just sees that ball off Riley Crandall and puts it exactly where she needs to.
So runner at second base, 2 down. Here is Samaya Jones to the plate, 1 for 2 on the day. She has scored the lone run the Bears have on the board at this point. Scored ahead of the Leah Cran single in the 4th inning. Pitch to Jones, fouled left side. Carter with all that speed at second base, but there are 2 outs in the inning. Well, you know you're tempted, aren't you? Even with 2 outs to try to put the wheels in motion.
Absolutely, especially when your team's down. She's like, hey, give me a chance.
Pitch away. It's a 1-1 count now on Samaya Jones. Carter is the stolen base leader for the Bears, 22 of 28 steals on the year. Pitch up high, 2 balls and a strike. Scoreboard has frozen. Two balls, 2 strikes is the count. So the 2-2 pitch coming from Riley Crandall. Foul back, they'll do it again at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Carter, the runner at second for the Bears, trailing 6-1 here in the 5th inning. Pitch to Samaya Jones, hit hard to short. Throw on the money from Aubrey Jones to Lexi McDonald to get the Cowgirls out of the inning. Baylor strands a runner into 5, 6-1 Cowgirls. Around the Big 12 on this Saturday, including our game. One other in progress. Iowa State leads Kansas 2-0, bottom of the 6th inning. They're in Lawrence. Again, the battle for the 8 spots in the Big 12 tournament. Baylor sitting in 6th place. Kansas would be in 4th. Iowa State right behind, 2 spots behind Baylor. So keep an eye on that. Everything else coming up a little bit later. Tech and Arizona State, Houston at Arizona, Florida and UCF. In a battle of top 25 teams in BYU and Utah in what some call the Holy War, but they don't really like that term. I don't think. I think it's sort of unofficial, and the fans really like it, but I don't think the schools really like that. So we won't use it again.
Okay.
But a great rivalry between BYU and Utah. Utah, the team that we saw here at Getterman Stadium last weekend. Baylor taking 2 of 3. 8, 9, and 1 hitters coming up for Oklahoma State as we reach the 6th at Getterman Stadium. Aubrey Jones leads off, 0 for 2 today. Jones, the shortstop. Big swing and a miss, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jones 0 for 2, having grounded out to short both times today. Sadie Ross in the circle. One misses inside, evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sadie came on in the 2nd inning. Got the final out in the 2nd. Got the Cowgirls 1, 2, 3, both the 3rd and the 4th. Ran into a little trouble, gave up a run in the 5th, but still going strong here in the 6th.
I blame it on you, John. You kind of had just mentioned she retired 9 in a
straight,
row.
Yep. You're right. There's a grounder to short, Tovin. Throw out her opposite shortstop, and Aubrey Jones is 0 for 3, having grounded out to short all 3 times today.
She's definitely making Amber Tovin work over there.
This is true. Could be a pinch hitter coming up for the Cowgirls now in the spot of J.L. Austin, who is 0 for 2.
Looks like it will be Montgomery Henderson.
Henderson, a freshman out of Katy, Texas. Good number of Texas players on this Oklahoma State roster. Montgomery Henderson bats here for J.L. Austin with 1 out, nobody on in the 6th inning. First pitch by Ross is up high. Top of the order, Claire Tim waits on deck for the Cowgirls. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Henderson. That is low, ball 2.
I don't even see Montgomery Henderson in the book.
Is that right? Wow. Well, she's played in now 18 games. 368 batting average. Grounds this one into center field for a single. Past the diving Faith Piper. So Montgomery Henderson should be in those game notes as the pinch hit single here in the 6th.
Kind of just thumbed through too to see if it was out of order. Maybe she's not normally number 17, but I don't see her at all in here.
Huh.
Well, I should say she doesn't have a player bio or individual stats.
I got you. And now J.L. Austin re-enters and will run at first base. And another pinch hitter. Another pinch hitter coming up for Oklahoma State is Libby, help me, J. Hughes?
J. Hughes.
J. Hughes. Libby J. Hughes will bat for Claire Tim. Pitch off the mitt and to the backstop, moving on to second base.
That is actually Gianna Gusman behind the plate.
Oh my goodness. So a catching change for the Bears.
Gigi Lindsay did come in to hit. Looks like she's out in left field now. Samaya Jones moves back over to right, and Gusman comes behind the plate.
And the question is, how much has Gusman caught this year?
Saw at least one game earlier, I know that. One game here at Getterman, so I do think she has some catching experience.
She looks very fluid, very comfortable back there.
All I have to say is I'm off the hook now.
That's right. I thought it was you up next after Abby Flores. But it's Gianna Gusman behind the plate. And there's ball 4. A walk to the pinch hitter, Libby J. Hughes. And back-to-back pinch hitters have both reached base for the Cowgirls in the 6th inning, looking to add to their 6-1 lead over the Bears. There's one down in the inning. It should be Carly Godwin out next, but before that, Brittany Sneed-Newman is going to go to the circle and check on Sadie Ross.
Gusman goes out there to check on her first and then kind of issue her out, so she's probably like, hey, you need to tell Mom that.
Is that how that works?
I think so.
Yeah. There's one down in the inning. There's 2 on for the Cowgirls. Leading Baylor 6-1. Conference has come to an end. Sadie Ross will stay in the circle for Baylor. She came on in the 2nd for the starter, Lexi Warnicki. Lexi pitched an inning and 2/3 left. Pitch to Godwin is low, ball 1. Godwin, solo home run in the 2nd inning. It was the last batter that Lexi Warnicki faced. Pitch low, it's 2 balls, no strikes to Godwin. Ross with that knee brace on her right, her right knee. She's had 3 ACL tears. She has had 4 surgeries related to those ACL tears. One, there was a bone graft, not enough bone to connect for the ACL. Had to do that surgery before you did the ACL surgery. That's a lot of wear and tear on that right knee. Two and one, the count on Godwin. Pitch, hit hard but foul.
A rocket down the line.
Gajewski jumping out of those orange Nikes.
Brightest orange in the nation.
America's brightest orange.
America's brightest orange.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
That's all right. That's all right. Very close to the Gatorade orange. Right behind him. This one hit into the gap in left center field. Cut off by Brooklyn Carter. J.L. Austin will score an RBI double off the bat of Carly Godwin, and a 7-1 lead for the Cowgirls here in the 6th inning.
Just a few inches off the ground. She drops that barrel head down and does a great job of getting that in the gap.
So now Sadie Ross goes to work on Rosie Davis for Oklahoma State. Two in scoring position with one out. That hit the 9th of the day for the Cowgirls.
It was Rosie Davis here with a ton of extra base hits also. Kind of highlighted both of them before the game yesterday. Leah Cran for Baylor and then Rosie Davis. It was her late game heroics yesterday that kind of got the ball rolling for Oklahoma State.
Pitch gets past the catcher. She's coming home. And not in time with the tag is Gianna Gussman at the plate. Scoring from third is Libby Jacus. JQs comes home to score. The 8th run of the day for the Cowgirls.
Gussman, being new behind the plate, kind of forgot about that runner over there.
She got the ball pretty quickly, but no urgency really on getting back to the plate for potential play at the plate. So JQ scores. Now 8-1 Cowgirls with a runner at third. Count is 2-1 on Davis. Pitch off the plate, ball 3. Godwin moved up to third on the play. Pitch by Ross is ball 4. Rosie Davis draws the walk, and the inning continues for the Cowgirls. Still just one out in this 6th inning. 2 runs home, runners on the corners. Baylor's used Lexi Warren name. Sadie Ross has been in since the 2nd. Have not seen Cambry Kreger either last night or did she pitch last night? She did, yeah. She did come in late last night. It's not going to be Kreger. It's going to be Casey West to come into the circle for the Bears. Casey West, 5th-year player out of Liberty High School. Again, one of the 3 seniors on senior weekend. She comes in the 6th. Bears trailing 8-1. It's Casey West into the circle for the Bears, the senior out of Liberty. takes over for Sadie Ross. Sadie pitched and got the final out of the second inning. Pitches to 1 out here in the 6th, but a couple of runs home and 2 on base in the 6th. So Casey West takes over. The Bears trailing 8-1 to the Cowgirls. Casey West on the year, only her 4th appearance. Doesn't have a decision. 2 innings total pitched, 3.50 ERA. Opponent's hitting .444 off of her, so least used pitcher on the staff for Baylor, Casey West. And a pinch hitter is Jaden Jones. Jaden Jones steps in, shows bunt. Rosie Davis advances to second without drawing a throw. With a runner on third base, now 2 in scoring position. With Godwin at third, Davis at second. Pitch by West is a called strike. Quite a story for Casey West, out all of last year with an injury, rehabbing from that. Came back, still wanted to play, and got that 5th year. Here she is on senior weekend in the circle. Pitches away, it's 2 balls, 1 strike.
Before her injury, she saw a lot of time in the circle. She was a great relief pitcher for sure. Got a couple starts. Has a perfect game under her belt. I think you and I called that one, John.
I think we did, exactly. Pitch is a called strike, evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes on Jaden Jones. Aubrey Jones' sister, as Kelly points out.
Both from Gaylord, Michigan.
Yes, they are. Jaden, a transfer from where? Virginia Tech?
Yes.
2-2 pitch, reaches out, taps it to third, throw coming home. Nope, going to first. They get the out. How about the double clutch there by Kagan Marshall? Again, a relatively new catcher behind the plate for Baylor, and Gianna Gussman, I don't think was in position to take that throw. So Marshall very smartly just switches gear at first base, although a run comes home. Now a 9-1 lead for the Cowgirls.
Yeah, her momentum, Kagan Marshall's momentum, taking her home, hoping to get a double play from that. Or at least a chance at the lead runner. And like you said, double clutches, and Gussman's like, no, good first.
So now 3 runs home here in the 6th inning for the Cowgirls. They lead by 8 over Baylor. Rosie Davis, the runner at third, 2 down in the inning.
In hindsight, too, that 8th run really does matter.
Absolutely it does.
I think Marshall knew that.
Here's Amanda Hassler having a day, having a weekend here in Waco. Home run and a double today. The home run, a grand slam in the 1st inning. 5 RBIs on the day, couple last night in that decisive 7th inning by Hassler. Gave the Cowgirls the 4-2 win over Baylor. Facing Casey West, and West delivers. And it's low, it's a ball and a strike to Hassler. Couple of hits, couple of walks in the inning for the Cowgirls have produced the 2 runs. That one bounces in by Casey West.
Emphasis on multiple bounces.
Yes. Almost like she lost the grip on that, wasn't it? So the 2-1 to Hassler. Hit high in the air to center field. Brooklyn Carter has it measured, makes the catch, and that is the inning. 3 runs home for the Cowgirls. Bears come to bat, bottom of the 6th inning, trailing 9-1. Bears trail 9-1 as they come to bat, bottom of the 6th inning. 9 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors by the visitors from Stillwater. 1 run on by the Bears. That big 4-run top of the first by Oklahoma State. State lead that they have just improved on. It was a grand slam in the first off the bat of Amanda Hassler. And the Cowgirls were off and running. 9-1, they lead it over Baylor. Only 3 hits given up by Presley Downing, followed by Riley Crandall, the former Bear in the circle for Oklahoma State. And Baylor in danger of being run-ruled by these Cowgirls unless they can get on the board here in the 6th inning. Heart of the order up, 3, 4, and 5. Amber Tovin leads the way. First pitch into center field, a base hit off the bat of Amber Tovin. Her first hit of the day.
Yeah, that grand slam definitely set the tone here for the game, and Cowgirls have been off and running since then.
So Tovin, the single to center, starting this 6th inning. Here comes Leah Cran to the plate. Tovin's hit, only the 4th of the day for Baylor. Cran, the RBI single in the 4th. She's driven home the only run the Bears currently have on the board. A 1 pitch to Cran coming from Riley Crandall into center field. J.L. Austin is there, makes the catch. Out number 1 in the Bears' half of the 6th inning. Baylor's RPI at number 37 beginning play today. Really good, jumped up 7 points after the win over Texas State this week.
Texas State recently knocking off Texas Tech.
That's right, that's right. So that was a big midweek win for the Bears on the road. The RPI aided by a road win over a team with a top 30 RPI. Now playing Oklahoma State this weekend. RPI last we saw was number 14 or 16. So some real opportunities for the Bears, who will close next week in Lubbock against Texas Tech, another high RPI team. Faith Piper 0 for 2 today. That's with a runner on, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning, Bears trailing by 8. Again, trying to help their RPI come NCAA tournament selection time. Certainly trying to finish in the top 8 to make the Big 12 tournament in Oklahoma City. Riley Crandall in the circle, delivers. This one's grounded to third. Looks to second, throws to second, gets the lead runner there. Got to retire Amber Tovin on the fielder's choice. That's the 2nd out here in the 6th inning.
Well, Rosie Davis had to double clutch a bit there, waiting for Godwin to get over there to second base. On the hit alone, she had enough chance for a double play, but getting the players in the right positions is another story.
So here's Kagan Marshall to the plate. 0 for 1 with a walk. He's been on base twice, reached on an error in the 2nd inning, which before Baylor's 2 hits in the 4th that produced the lone run, was the only base runner for the Bears. Marshall reaching on an error in the 2nd inning. Still just 4 hits on the day for the Bears. 2 down in the 6th, trailing by 8. It's a ball and a strike to Kagan Marshall. Faith Piper now the runner at first for Baylor. Swing hit, foul down the left field line. Off the bat of Marshall, a ball and 2 strikes. Hits have been hard to come by for the Bears in this game today. Only 4 of them off of Downing and now Crandall. had trouble stringing hits together also. Only inning in which they've had more than one hit was that fourth that produced their only run.
Well, Keegan Marshall had 2 hits against Texas State, but really has not had a hit in conference since the first game at Utah.
Wow.
She's kind of been on a dry run here.
1-2 pitch misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a drought, I guess, is a better phrase.
That
Dry spell.
applies, right? Both of those apply.
I think you get what I was saying.
Yep. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count on Keegan Marshall.
For the home run leader here, too, for this Baylor team, her hits really make a difference. She's a freshman, 9 home runs on the season. Her 10th would tie the freshman record, dating back to 2019. So she really, I don't know if she starts feeling that pressure or.
Yep, there it is. Cassidy Crupitt had 10 in 2019. But you're right, it's a long season, you know, for a freshman that comes in and you're thrust into the starting lineup. It's a long season. It's a lot of innings. Not to say she's hit the wall or anything like that, but there's just things you have to.
There's always that you have to work no matter what level you're playing with. Freshmen, even juniors, seniors, they're all going to face that at some point. And so it's kind of working through that as the season progresses.
Well, 2-2 count on Marshall as she waits at the plate. Ends up being an all-out conference in the circle. Looked like they had issues with the PitchCom system. And then ends up everybody getting together there. Let's see if they got it corrected. Riley Crandall in the circle, the former Bear. Came on with 2 outs in the 4th inning, trying to finish it off here in the 6th. 9-1 lead for the Cowgirls. Here's the pitch. Up high, it's 3 balls, 2 strikes. So the 3-2 with 2 down. Pitch by Crandall, hit hard to left field on a line. It's over the head of Warsop. Coming into third, she'll hold there. It's a double off the bat of Keegan Marshall. Bears have 2 in scoring position with 2 down in the 6th inning.
Well, and there's that hit that breaks it. And you know she feels good about that. Ball left up in the zone, about belt high from Riley Crandall, and Keegan Marshall's able to just capitalize on that.
Off and running was Faith Piper from first base. Held at third base, so runners at second and third with 2 down. Here's Olivia Bittner. She is 0 for 2 today, both strikeouts. 1 swinging, 1 looking. She's 0 for 5 in the 2 games so far against Oklahoma State. Bittner in the left-hand batter's box, facing the righty Riley Crandall. The pitch just outside. It's a ball and a strike. Bears trailing 9-1. Just 1 for 4 with runners in scoring position today are the Bears. Pitch called strike 2. With 2 aboard, Bears down to their final strike here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pitch by Crandall. Swinging, strike 3, and that is the ball game. Combination of Presley Downing and Riley Crandall baffle the Bears in a 9-1 win for Oklahoma State today. Cowgirls have taken the first 2 games in this series.
Well, it's definitely a long ball that helped Oklahoma State today.
leading off with that grand slam, and then just able to put the ball in the gaps, move some runners around. It's kudos to the bats. Like, it is that today that was on display.
Cowgirls have now won 16 of their last 19 games. They take the series, so their 5th straight Big 12 series win. And Oklahoma State, like a freight train here late in the season, continues to roll. 33-12 overall, 13-7. They'll remain in 3rd place in the Big 12. Bears dropped to 27-22, now 9-11 in the Big 12. The series finale tomorrow, Senior Day at Gatterman Stadium. Baylor will recognize their 3 seniors. Hope you'll join us 1 p.m. Central Time tomorrow for the series finale between Baylor and Oklahoma State. For Kelly Harrell and our entire crew, we appreciate your being with us today. Cowgirls win it over the Bears 9-1. Thanks for watching the Big 12 on ESPN.